Hi, I'm with GS. My name is Sergeant First Class Centchu. I'm doing interviews with certain members as a promotion for Gmod Soldiers. And you're PFC Leonidas, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you a few questions, and I see you're a little busy with all the weapons. Can you tell me what this is?
This is an armored, a bunker. It's an armor inside of a bunker. I built it myself for the GS. It's an objective battle base that we hold.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then let's go ahead and kick this off. You have a seat. Okay, so let me just ask you a few general questions about the group and everything. First thing is simple. Why did you join GS?
Oh, why did I join GS? Well, basically a long time ago, like 1.5 years ago, I'd say. I had a friend in the GS who was an actual member. He was a private at the time, I believe. And he told me a lot of things about GS, like the sort of stuff they did and all sorts of things like that, how nice the members were, stuff like that. So it got me really interested. So I asked him if one day if I could come along to a boot camp, and he said sure. I came along, passed boot camp, and I've been here ever since, really.
Oh, sounds cool. Okay. And who did you say was your instructor at boot camp?
My instructor at boot camp, at the time it was a harmful Seth.
Oh, okay. All right. How long have you been in GS?
Ooh, if I was going to make an estimate, I'd say 1.5 years, nearly 2 probably. Been here for a long time.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. What branch of GS are you in?
I'm in the Special Forces, but I'm also an engineer.
Engineer? What do you do as an engineer?
My primary role as an engineer is the construction of fortifications, buildings, just making sure all of our structures are basically intact and can withtake combat.
Okay. Sounds good. And what is the Special Forces and what do you think of it?
The Special Forces is the elite branch of the Gmod Soldiers. Basically, there's the Army and then there's the Special Forces, which come afterwards. I really enjoy being in the SF. There's a lot more freedom than in the Army, I'd say personally. I won't slander the Army because I started there. But yeah, I really do enjoy being in the SF.
Okay. All right. Well, the next question is a little bit different. Military operations in urban terrain. Sorry. What is your opinion on that? Because I know GS tends to use that in most situations requiring firepower.
Well, now just for the record, was not invented by the Gmod Soldiers. It was invented by the military. Not sure which one. I think it was the United States military specifically. But it's a great tactic. As long as the men who are using the tactic are trained properly in how to utilize it, then it's an extremely effective way to get a job done, to clear a building, secure hostages, do whatever you need to do.
Okay. What position of mount, like as in 1, 2, 3, and 4, which one would you prefer? And what does that person do?
My personal favorite would have to be number 2. Number 2 is the guy who carries all the grenades and the breaching shotgun. He basically blows down the doors and throws in the grenades so everyone else can run in and just kill everyone.
Okay, thank you. Why did you choose this particular background? Why did you choose to be interviewed in here?
I think it reflects the fact I'm an engineer. I mean, I construct this building for GS. It represents the fact I'm in the SF. I'm surrounded by lots of shiny things that will probably explode. And it represents me as a person. I enjoy weaponry, I enjoy construction, so why not?
Okay. Why, sorry, not why, but what do you think of Oddball?
Oddball is, like, if I was to compare Oddball to any other person, I would probably compare him to, say, a teacher, in the sense that he will take his time and slowly and surely mold you into what you aim to be. For example, I aim to be in the GS, so he made sure the resources were there for me to eventually be part of the GS and the SF.
Okay. What do you think of the GS members, or is there anyone in particular you want to mention?
GS members are a really nice bunch of people. Sure, every group in the world has its nutcases, me being one of them, or its unfavorable types, me probably being one of them as well. But there are a few people in the GS who I could specifically mention for merit, and those would probably be Trigger and Terminator. They, to my knowledge as well as to everyone else's, have given and devoted uncounted hours of their time to making and creating resources for the GS to succeed.
Okay. What do you think of the groups that have proclaimed that they hate us, or that they want to destroy us?
Oh boy. Basically, the groups that want to destroy the Gmod Soldiers are literally just bunches of little children that don't really understand the concepts of what military simulation really is. They just use it as some kind of word to attract other little children to run around with them and blow each other up. It's almost an insult to what we here in the Gmod Soldiers do.
That's fairly serious.
Yeah, it's the things that have occurred due to the groups that hate the GS have been quite serious.
Okay, thank you. And last, but certainly not least, what kind of people do you think this group is for?
This group of people is for any age of person, any background, any educational standard. As long as you're dedicated, you're supportive, you'll try, you'll provide your own abilities so the higher ranks in the GS can mold you into what you want to become, like I said earlier. As long as you're dedicated, intelligent, and you're willing to spend time with this, it's definitely for you.
And I know I said that was the last question, but because at the end of each session, I want to ask a question that I learned about people. So I want to ask a specific question after interviewing them. One of the questions is, do you have any particular responsibilities in GS, and if you don't, would you like to pick up one?
One of my responsibilities is that I'm basically a message carrier. For example, if someone needs to communicate with someone else and has an important message, but the other person isn't online, I'm the guy that basically is told the message, and I relay it to the person who's supposed to be receiving it. The reason I got the job is because I'm practically online 24/7. I never go offline unless my internet dies.
Okay, thank you. Well, this is about all the time we've got, and I'd like to thank you for this interview. You've been very helpful. You will get a point for this.
No, you're more than welcome.
Okay, thanks. And if you're wondering what a point is, it's part of our ranking system. For right now, I guess I'll go ahead and take off. Thank you for interviewing, and I'll see you later.
You're more than welcome. See ya.